Okay, perfect.
And it is there that all things WWE will be mine.
Cool.
Because the entire world will know
This
what
is live
everyone
right
here
now.
knows that WWE stands for.
Yeah.
I said WWE stands for. I feel life.
Yeah, Dorothy, you feel love.
Now I'm the last person to enter this chamber, so I'm gonna sit back and watch as these animals tear each other apart. Then I'm gonna come in and feast on the scraps. But I thought I'd kick things off with a song.
Oh, my God. So, hey, bro, you want your song?
Now listen up,
La,
Vegas.
la, la, la,
This
la,
one's
la.
not for you. See, I don't dedicate my song to anybody that lives in sin. I hold myself to a higher standard. So this one goes out to me, and I can't wait to hear it.
Really singing.
Right now, I need you all to silence your cell phones, hold your applause, and most importantly, shut your mouths.
He is in the chamber. He is. He's really in the chamber.
I'm at in the box. No one wants to hear him sing. I don't care.
I know.
I don't like him.
Me either.
He needs to get off the stage. He can't sing.
I can tell you for sure, it ain't gonna be fair. After all I do for you, the least you could do is shut your mouths and listen.
Yeah, Joe, it's all.
Hey, I'll tell you what, how about I don't sing and I go sit in my pod?
Please
go
do.
sing.
Please do.
Stop singing.
Please, just,
All of your songs are
dude,
stupid.
you just want to sing your number one contender. Please, just in your chamber, please. Number one contender. Let's go. Please. Number one contender. Let's just do it.
It's just the thing is, I just hit the right pitch, so I'm gonna keep this one going.
Yeah, you just pick the wrong bitch.
For real.
Miz is delusional. He should stick to Miz TV. Like a D-list celeb, not a legend like me. I beat John Cena, and Roman doesn't want to face me again. I ain't afraid of nothing, not even the monster among men. Oh yeah, I said, oh.
You're just gonna get killed.
Suddenly there's a darkness on the edge of town because here
Thank you.
the monster among men.
Finally.
Making his way to the ring, weighing at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
I don't think Elias has ever been happier to get inside of his pod than he is right now. And up in Elias' little prison blues.
Oh, me too. What's up, passing out?
I don't
I'm
think
like,
we've ever seen a
how
man
you doing,
happier to get
bro?
inside the chamber than Braun Strowman. Can you imagine what Braun
Before I
Strowman is going to be
squeeze his
capable
hand
of
right
inside
back.
this structure as Elias is quickly making his way into the pod. The pod will be locked. We know Elias will enter this
These are
match
chickens.
First time ever in the chamber for both of these men. Elias cutting that pod quick with good reason. Just what Strowman's capable of. Well, when you were young, did you ever have a Play-Doh thing where you put Play-Doh in the top in one piece and it comes out like all spaghetti on the other side? Yes. Yeah, I feel like Braun could do that with a human being. And Braun is going to be encased in a pod. Well, he is going to be chomping at the bit to get out of
Already
that.
fucking it up. Whatever. What up? Damn right it is. And now that's our first.
Let's get to WrestleMania.
For the seventh time in his career, John Cena enters the chamber. He's won 3 matches. A victory tonight ties him with Triple H for most chamber wins of all time. But more importantly, a victory for Cena tonight gets him a championship opportunity at WrestleMania where Corey, he can set the record for most world championships ever at 17, breaking the record he's currently tied with a Nature Boy, Ric Flair, who's celebrating a birthday today.
It sounds great in theory, but the fact is, this is such a star-studded matchup. It's impossible to pick. You guys tell me, who is going to win this thing? First of all, happy birthday, Nate. Second of all, John Cena just said it. Oh, it's a big night. And this could be his biggest night because, as Michael just said, with this opportunity comes greater opportunity in April.
Yeah, but a loss tonight for any of these men, or 6 of these 7 men, means there's no clear path now to WrestleMania. Cena will be locked in the pod. The next man to come out will be locked in the 4th pod. Remember, 3 men will start this match tonight. 7 men participate.
John Cena himself said if he doesn't win here tonight, he has no idea what path he would take to get to WrestleMania.
Well, he's starting the next chamber.
Look at Strowman inside that pod. It looks like something prehistoric.
No,
He goes in one place. He barely fits in there.
It's going to be Seth and Finn Balor fighting.
The big dog is coming to go up.
From Pensacola, Florida,
So it's going to be
weighing in at
Yeah,
265
it's
pounds,
7.
Roman
So it's going to be
There's Dominic Roman earlier tonight, coach in an interview.
Seth.
He believes he's going to win
All
this.
3 of them for the first time.
Well, he had some very fitting words from one Paul Heyman, who is in the house here tonight,
He's the 4th one to go
that we can
down.
only assume to scout all of these 7 men. But Roman said, listen, I back up what I'm going to say, and I'm going to back up what I'm going to do.
You heard Roman Reigns say first time for everything because Roman's accomplished so much in his career, but he's never stepped foot inside Elimination Chamber.
I don't know which one.
He's a 3-time WWE champion.
Finn Balor.
He's won the United States Championship, the Tag Team Championship, the
Roman or Seth?
Intercontinental title,
Roman
and
and
also the Royal Rumble match.
Elimination
Who's
chamber.
your third one?
It's almost like
My
when they
third
look
one
at
will
the
probably be
structure,
John Cena.
then they look down and they have a moment and say, okay,
I love him to death.
this is something more different than anything I've ever gone up
John
against before.
Cena
Not
loses.
just the
I
men,
got 2 more.
but the structure itself.
Braun Strowman?
Best rival ever. Braun
Long
Strowman.
story history between
Best rival.
Strowman and Roman.
I'm going to go with Seth. That's my third choice.
Roman's battle Elias as well.
Roman.
Hi, Elias. How you doing? Smell my house, bro.
Roman Reigns has talked as well, like John Cena has, about unfinished business with Brock Lesnar. Remember the Reigns-Lesnar Classic 3 years ago at WrestleMania? Interrupted by Seth Rollins, who cashed in his Money in the Bank contract that night to win the championship.
Well, with the heist of the century, I have to agree with you, but Roman Reigns hungry to reach that same spot to headline WrestleMania once again with the Beast incarnate. Yeah, great word, hungry, and you see, I don't think we can oversell how much going to WrestleMania means for each and every guy. And that's why tonight means so much. That's why they start this business. That's why they get to this point. And there's only so many spots. There's only so many spots.
Shotgun.
That stopped.
Yeah, that
members
stopped. You get everyone.
have now been put in their pods. The next 3 men will start this match.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Awesome losers.
Yes, presenting
this match have experience inside the chamber. John Cena and this man, for the third time in his career, Miz will enter the Elimination Chamber. And ladies and gentlemen, we're now being told that immediately following Elimination Chamber tonight on the WWE Network, it is the Raw Talk, and Stephanie McMahon will be a special guest of Renee Young and Peter Rosenberg. I cannot wait to hear what Stephanie has to say about the incident with Ronda Rousey earlier tonight. Also, the winner of this match will be a part of Raw Talk.
Well, that's going to be an awesome show because I can't wait to hear what the winner of this match will be able to say after what they go through here in just a matter of moments.
The look in Miz's eyes tells the tale, usually oozing with confidence, overconfidence. Miz realizes this is a whole different situation. And just a reminder that Raw Talk can only be seen exclusively on the WWE Network.
But look at the Miz. Boy, he loves this when there is that fiberglass in between him and all the guys.
For Miz, he was forced to begin this match because of a loss to John Cena a few weeks ago. With a very confident Continental Champion. That scared him.
He's like, oh shit. This is for real.
Well, normally I pick Miz as my dark horse to win this match.
Yeah,
I think we all know how difficult it would be, or it will be, to start one and go all the way through.
No more difficult than this man. And the Pat Rollins faces.
From Denver, Ohio, weighing 217 pounds,
This past Monday night on Raw, Seth
Rollins.
had one of the greatest performances in the history, the 25-year history of Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins lasted 1 hour and 5 minutes in a gauntlet match. And during that journey, he defeated Roman Reigns and John Cena. What a night for Seth Rollins.
There are superstars who will have entire careers and not accomplish exactly what Seth Rollins did in one night on Monday Night Rollins. You got to talk about momentum. Seth Rollins has plenty of it. But the question is, how's Seth feeling physically after that grueling performance on Monday night? Well, that's the thing. Did he put too much stock in being Monday Night Rollins as opposed to coming here with a little bit more help than what he might have?
I understand what you guys are saying, but Seth Rollins has been a workhorse in his career. Over the past 5 years, no superstar in WWE has had more pay-per-view matches than Seth Rollins.
But it says on the one side.
What's up, Crib? All blue and shit. What's up, Crib?
Vegas, Nevada.
He wears everything.
Yeah.
The
That's
Balor
what I like
Club.
about him.
I'm not welcome. You can look all you want. I know that.
You don't need the championship and relinquish it because of injury.
That's what happens when you take steroids.
He said on many occasions that he wants nothing more than to get back and earn that title again. He's got that quiet swagger, that confident swagger that only he can bring. And I tell you what, if anybody can come in and start the match and make it through, my money would be on this man.
Comes to endurance, you can match Finn Balor. That said, this is a completely different set of circumstances than anything Finn has ever experienced.
Look at Braun right behind Finn. He would love to reach out with those hands and get his hands on Finn Balor.
He's gonna have to wait his turn, but for the first time in Elimination Chamber history, 22 matches now. 3 people will begin the match. Rollins, Balor, Miz. And Corey, does that change the strategy at all as compared to a traditional start in an Elimination Chamber match, much like we saw with the women earlier tonight?
I think
Guys, welcome to the very first
eliminate somebody as soon as possible. Maybe make a
Elimination
temporary
Chamber
alliance.
reaction.
Maybe you'll see Miz and Rollins working together to
My
take out Finn
girlfriend, my
Balor.
Uncle
Something you
John.
wouldn't
This is
expect.
our
It could be
reaction off of
necessary.
the Elimination
Temporary is a great
Chamber
word
starting.
because the one thing you don't have in this match that you did have with the women, none of these guys are friends. you'd have to say Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have definitely a healthy level of respect for one another. But in the end, it's every man for himself.
Look at Miz. Miz trying to form one of those temporary alliances with Seth Rollins. Rollins saying, you know better than that, Miz. And remember the rules of the matchup. You can only win via eliminating the opponent.
Now he's doing the same thing. Come
inside
on,
the ring.
This is classic Miz. First going after Seth. Seth says
You have
no.
to earn that.
Then he said, hey, Finn, how about you and me?
You have to earn it.
I think Miz is giving these two a pretty good opportunity. I don't know why you wouldn't. Well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Leave it to the architect to come up with a better plan.
And Miz realizes he's in trouble. Runs right into Balor and Rollins.
Impressive double team maneuver.
Friends are all like too, right?
Yeah.
And seeing, look at Seth Rollins from behind, and Finn kicks out at 2.
Well, that temporary agreement, very, very temporary.
Remember, Seth and Finn battled for the Universal Championship, the inaugural title back at SummerSlam a few years ago. Balor won the matchup, relinquished the next night due to injury.
This is the last match.
Both those men hope to get back to the Universal opportunity at WrestleMania.
Seth Rollins knows what it's all about to have to relinquish a championship due to injury. Seth wants to climb to the top of the mountain, the pinnacle of sports entertainment, WrestleMania once again.
Finn also hasn't forgotten what Miz did to him, Miz and the Miz Garage, eliminating him from the gauntlet match this past Monday.
You know, guys, we talk about all the time what this means and having that spot at WrestleMania. But Corey, let me ask you this. As far as career-wise goes, who do you think needs this victory here tonight the absolute most?
I mean, from self-admitted statements, John Cena. John Cena does not see a future, a road to WrestleMania without a victory here tonight. When he's outright flat telling you that's the case, you have no choice but to believe him.
Balor up the leapfrog. Rollins caught him with an elbow. And Seth Rollins. Oh, what a drop kick by Finn.
You know, Cena's kind of like his favorite football team, the New England Patriots. They've gotten to a point in their career where it's Super Bowl, it's title, or nothing.
Up over the top, sunset flip. Balor rolled through and delivered a basement drop kick to Miz. Cover, hooks the leg, and Miz kicks out.
Yep.
Finn said that I didn't come this far to only go this far.
Your turn.
He is hell-bent on making it to the championship match in 6 weeks in WrestleMania.
Always one of my favorite moments in the chain of matches to see who comes in next. It always impacts how it's going to play out.
Oh, what a kick by Balor. Cover on Rollins. Kick out. Is this the pace you expected, Corey, to start this?
Honestly, it's a little slower than I expected.
Cover again by Seth. Kick out by Balor.
I understand it. You don't want to come out of the gate 100 miles an hour and wear yourself out. But that said, you can accomplish a lot while there's only 3 men in the ring as opposed to 4 or 5.
Yeah, and we're getting very, very close to having that 4th man come into this match.
Balor scooping up Rollins. Shoulders down and a kick out. Now Miz from behind. Looking to steal one on Balor. Near fall, 2.5. Rollins from behind. Rolls up Miz. Kick out. And Rollins. Oh, wow. He right to the spine.
Yes, I just did.
You know, lots been made about John Cena being called Big Match John. Over the past 5 years, nobody has more wins in pay-per-view events than that man. Seth Rollins, the architect, knows how to get it done on a big stage. That suplex, Rollins going to roll through now, try to set up Miz for this. Falcon Arrow. Miz landed hard on his shoulder. Hook to the leg by Rollins. Kick out by the Intercontinental Champion.
Hope that right shoulder is okay.
There's an 8-time Intercontinental Champ.
Rollins measuring Miz.
Oh, damn. Curse stomp.
Uh-oh. Rollins looking for the stomp, but Miz looking for the skull-crushing finale. Rollins able to counter.
No.
You know, you mentioned
Y'all
John
kiss my
Cena.
foot.
he may not see a road to WrestleMania, and how many main events would.
Look at a double blockbuster by Rollins. Cover on Balor, is it enough? Will Balor be eliminated? Now to the Miz. Is it Miz's turn this day?
Michael, you mentioned already Finn coming back from
here
injury.
we go.
Seth Rollins coming back from injury.
Who will enter the chamber next?
Which
pod will open?
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
John Cena.
16-time WWE champion.
Confident. Great history between these two. Remember, Rollins beat Cena Monday night in the gauntlet match. At one point, busted Cena's nose a couple of years ago. Seth Rollins once defeated John Cena for the United States Championship.
Okay, you don't have to be in the reaction, but you can sit up there. Alright, then.
Tonight's the one that gets us to WrestleMania.
Big take.
Tempers are flaring, everything's on the line. Cena will start things off with his patented shoulder tackles.
Not today, son.
Great agility by Rollins, looking for the Revolution knee.
Oh.
Almost had it. Cena sidestep. That's Rollins.
Well, you mentioned that pace just picked up a little bit.
I agree with you, Coach. This is a little bit more of what I was expecting. With that said, John Cena can't maintain this pace for a long period of time. Oh, that's Rollins. Caught Cena Monday night. Cena was ready tonight.
Nice. All right, now let's do this right now.
Let's see Braun Strowman overlooking.
You can't see me.
Cena almost haunting the Elimination Chamber. And a double five-knuckle shuffle. And it's Balor, though. Oh, the stop right to the midsection. Cover. Isn't enough to put Cena away. Kick out at 2. A few weeks back, Finn Balor came incredibly close to knocking off Cena. Miz went for the skull-crushing finale. Balor rolled him up, shoulders down. Miz kicks out. Near fall for Balor. Sling blade.
Corey, you mentioned that it's going to be harder and harder the more men that come into this chamber to get a win and eliminate somebody.
Oh! Good night, Balor.
Say, I just saw a train. And that was a big fucking
No eliminations yet.
It was bright red.
And it's got like 60 miles per hour.
Seth's trying to figure out who do I go after.
Just start swinging. Hit everybody, Seth. Back and forth. Oh, here comes Cena. No way.
No way.
No way. I'm looking for Cena.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Balor able to escape. Looked like Cena was looking for a double AA. He's going to use Rollins as a weapon.
Nope.
Rollins lands on his feet. Insecurity. And now Miz. Off the neck breaker cover on Rollins. This is enough to put Seth out of this match. Did he get him? No. Kick out at 2.
I love the game plan from Miz. Finding his time, and then when he sees an opening, he jumps in and then jumps out.
It's a great strategy. Something obviously Miz has picked up in his past experience inside the Elimination Chamber.
I forgot about that.
Roman, Braun, of course, Elias still waiting to enter this match. Of course, Elias going to be the final entrant. He won that right several weeks ago to enter the chamber last.
Yeah.
And Elias should feel very, very confident behind this plexiglass. I mean, that's how he grew up talking to his father. You're not right. And look at...
This with the steel.
Look at Balor stomping away at Cena. And looking to take Cena out of the equation.
And Seth.
Thin out the ring a bit. Been very aggressive.
Well, it makes a lot of sense going after such an accomplished champion who's been there so many times before.
And now Cena back to his feet with the right hand of Balor. Inside the ring, it's Miz and Rollins. Oh no, what's Cena got in mind for Balor?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And how's her misery balls?
Well, wait a minute. Rollins up in the far corner. Cena in the near corner. This is a treacherous situation. Miz and Balor in a great deal of trouble. Oh my God, double superplexes!
But somebody's got to go for a pin.
Only if they can.
Yeah, true.
All four men taking a beating up to the superplexes.
Braun Strowman.
Doesn't say how old he is.
Oh.
Winners is at number 5. Roman Reigns. Here comes the big dog. 5 men in, still no one eliminated.
And could you have a better situation for Roman Reigns than this with all 4 men down?
Night, bitch. Night.
Reigns definitely has the advantage at the moment. The big dog fresh. Another right hand drop Cena. I think at this point, Roman could just pick his poison.
Oh! Nice. The best. Oh my God!
And Roman Reigns is clearing out everybody in the ring. Braun Strowman looking on, of course, in the pod in the back. Now Shield brothers facing off. Remember, Rollins beat Reigns in the Gauntlet match Monday. But tonight, it's every man for himself.
And remember, both of these men understand what that belt
Miz from behind in the Shield. Reigns and Rollins face first into one another. Oh, and the DDT planting him. Miz looking to eliminate Rollins. Look at the leg here and a kick out.
But you can't take that long. You can't stand and stare each other down. There's 4 other men in the ring other than yourself.
You're absolutely right. Miz showed exactly why that's the case. The A-lister has out-strategized Rollins to this point.
Well, now Miz is doing it.
Oh, here we go. It's the Daniel Bryan. Oh my God.
Pick someone, go after him.
Who does the slower pace favor, Corey?
Braun Strowman. Of all people.
Well, we know he's next.
In no hurry. It favors Braun Strowman. Actually, I think that could be the detriment of Strowman because he's had to deal with
superstar goose.
5 other superstars.
Trying to figure out why Miz has decided to have the crowd pick.
It's like a sea and sand.
It's like,
oh, the world famous It Kicks.
Actually, the Yes Kicks made famous by SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan. Been successful inside the chamber. Miz fired up. Misses wildly. Roman Reigns.
Yeah, you're not going to the rest of the day. Nope.
Reigns getting all those.
I got your chance. That's good. You're not.
Yep, you got someone else.
Down goes Miz again, and the big dog's rolling.
This is my
Balor takes down Reigns from behind. Rapid fire strikes from the leader of the Balor Club.
That's the thing in this match is you can never turn your head. You can never not pay attention.
Rollins hit hard. Reigns now off the ropes. Down goes Balor. Roman cover. Is it enough to eliminate the first man of the match? And Balor stays alive.
You can really make a case for every single man in this chamber match to be victorious, to main event WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar. None of them would surprise me if they won.
None of them have been eliminated yet.
Kind of surprised that to this point, all the competitors are still in this match.
Many people believe this has been one of the most evenly matched chamber matches ever.
Well, we know who's coming in next.
Balor's shoulders down. Look at Roman.
Wow, look at this.
Oh my God.
Oh, drop to Cena. Cover. Is it enough to put John away? And he just barely stays in it. Miz does not want to be in that position. Sit out power bomb. And Miz just stays alive. Roman can't believe it.
Can't count Miz out. Miz is hell-bent on heading to WrestleMania as the Intercontinental Champion to challenge Brock Lesnar.
I really thought we had our first elimination. Look at Braun over there. Stretching out the legs, stretching out the knees. He knows he's coming in next. The crowd also knows who's next.
Roman saying, get ready, Braun. It's Roman who needs to get prepared. And Roman realizes the monster is now.
Braun Strowman.
Oh, he just kicked.
Elias is live.
Here comes Braun.
Braun fucking Strowman.
He's last. I've seen that one.
Okay.
This is the type of match and moment Braun Strowman is made for.
And Rollins whipped into the chamber. And now Roman Reigns looks to take the fight, and he runs into a right hand.
Already,
Remember
first
that
round,
temporary
first
alliance
hit.
we were talking about, Coach?
Yes.
I think now's the time.
If they're smart, all five will
Miz, you're
team
all
up
by yourself
against
now,
Braun
boy.
Strowman.
Well, Miz just trying to keep his distance. Cena now runs into a right hand. Strowman is clocking everybody.
This is all well and good, but at some point, somebody's going to have to be eliminated.
5 men in the match. No one's out yet. Elias, the last man in the pod. Now Cena and Rollins working together to try to take out the monster. No way. There's no way. 385 pounds of Strowman is going to go for a ride.
See ya.
Look at Strowman. Oh. How wrong I was.
And right back up to his feet.
Balor caught. Oh, and he used as a weapon against Reigns. Braun, what's your weapon of choice? Oh, human beings.
Miz.
Miz, run, hide,
whoa.
bribe, do anything you can do. Climb, try to get out of harm's way.
Well, here's the problem.
Look at Strowman. Strowman is scaling the chamber. Problem. A 385.
Oh, here we go, please.
That's like Cog in the Empire State Building.
He's nearly touching the top of the chamber.
Oh my
Lord, and Miz is being banged off the chamber. And Strowman seems to be having fun with Miz. That's going to be a long way out.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Did I mention he was made for
Braun Strowman?
Frightening scene.
Look at that shot right there. Strowman looking at all the damage he has done.
And the Miz playing the part of Fay Ray.
See ya.
Good Lord. This is an absolutely amazing sight. The monster among men, Braun Strowman, wiping out everything in his path. And I know Braun's enjoying himself, but I think it'd be wise to just pick a body and pin it.
I think it's been a calculated mistake for this entire match by several men, not going for pinfall
Elias
instead of
really brave.
trying to take out a vendetta.
Elias better hope that pod doesn't open quick.
Can't lose sight of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Here's the rainbow.
It's not about just tonight.
Right there.
It's about what tonight represents.
Like a sledgehammer to the heart of the Miz. Braun Strowman is feeling extremely hostile tonight. And now Roman Reigns, a clubbing blow by Strowman. Just domination from the monster among men. And now staring back again to Elias, who, for the moment, is protected by the pod. But the pod is going to open in a matter of moments.
Oh my god.
Seth Rollins just got those hands.
Well, you can't fault him for trying. You can't fault any of these guys.
Oh, God. And I'm watching Rollins over the top rope and outside. Just a path of destruction left by the monster among men.
Yeah, let's get rid of the Miz.
As Braun lands this,
Say adios, Miz. Off the slam. Cover. This is eliminated.
Goodbye, Mizzy.
Bye-bye.
The Miz
Miz.
has been eliminated.
Last number 6.
Well, that's one.
That's
At least
one.
Miz is
Yeah.
still Intercontinental Champion and has a
down to
beautiful
6.
life to go home
Yeah.
to. And just trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel here for
Hey,
Miz.
there's a lot of pluses for the Miz.
And
Elias entering this
Elias
match.
is next.
The last entry here in the Elimination Chamber. He earned the opportunity to come into this match last. Interview Elias, what do you do?
Come on,
I
big
would just
boy.
probably get back in the pod. Try to close the door like Alexa did earlier. That's exactly.
Yeah, close the door. Like, no, I'm not
Great
gonna
strategy.
that. I'll wait. I'll wait at the last minute. Last minute to get that.
Apparently, he does not want to walk with Braun Strowman.
Meanwhile, 4 men back on their feet.
There we go.
Reigns, Cena, Balor, Rollins attacking Strowman. 8 fists raining down on the monster. Rollins down to a knee. Strowman is down. I think this might
All
work.
for
It took 4 men, but Strowman is down. 4 men on the same page. Can they trust one another? You got to. You got to trust it until you eliminate Strowman.
Well, I think
Oh,
Roman Reigns is
yeah.
trying to tell them.
Here we go. Here we go.
Are they
We can
talking
get rid
about
of
what I
Braun
think they're
Strowman.
talking about? I believe so.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, we're looking for the seal bomb. +1.
1, 2, 3.
Strowman planted. Cover by all 4 men.
What?
Unbelievable. Cena trying to get him up.
Oh.
This is incredible. Cena with Strowman on his shoulders. And AA to Strowman. Cena's going to eliminate the monster. No, he's
You
not.
gotta be kidding me, dude. It's too
And
strong.
what authority. Roman's going to eliminate Strowman. Off the spin. Kick out the spot again. This is
Curse stomp.
ridiculous.
Curse stomp. Done. Curse stomp it. Curse stomp
Rollins.
it. Done.
With a stop to Strowman.
Eventually, one of these is going to work.
And Strowman
This
wisely
will
rolled
work.
out of the ring. But now Finn Balor, top rope, with a coup de grace to the monster among men, but you got to get him back in the ring to eliminate him. Uh-oh, Cena has Reigns up, and to Reigns. Oh, kick by Rollins. Balor's looking for a sling blade. Rollins counters. Pushing both men down.
Sacrifice.
Meanwhile, Strowman has yet to move.
Elias, anytime.
With
Anytime.
everyone
Anytime.
down,
Open
Elias
it. Open it.
now
Open it.
enters the matchup. I give Elias credit. This is a great strategy. Covering Rollins, looking to eliminate Seth Rollins and a kick out by Seth.
This was so smart for Elias.
Now to Balor, again Elias and a kick
No,
out
you
of
got
2.
two more.
Now over to Reigns. Can he put Reigns away? Almost had
Cena
it.
next.
Now he'll try Cena. Covered by Elias. Another near fall. Great effort by
It
Elias.
was a great effort. It was a smart effort. That's exactly what you need to do.
Oh, you forgot one more.
Yeah, Braun Strowman.
But now what? That. Elias going to need to continue with this aggression. We've seen it a lot lately. More so after. Oh,
That's Triple H.
Elias.
You know, so many guys in the ring.
Oh, what a knee!
There's
Triple H
very little
again
room to
right there.
operate.
Elias all the way up top. What's up up
Oh my God.
Crushes Rollins cover.
Oh.
And the Architect escapes. If I'm Elias, coach, I'm going to just keep attempting these pinfalls. Eventually, it's going to pay off, and you're wearing down your opponents at the same time.
You're absolutely right. At some point, he's going to be able to keep them down because they're all digging down deep, but there's only so far you can go.
Only one man has been eliminated
good.
so far in the chamber match. And with Reigns back, now he has Elias up on his shoulders. Hey, Elias been impressive so far. Elbows to the nose of Roman. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh!
Nice one.
And powerbomb isn't enough to eliminate Reigns.
stays in it.
Not often the big dog finds himself on the receiving end of a sit-out powerbomb. But uh-oh.
The monster is back.
Braun Strowman Part 2, the return.
Oh, shoulder to the post.
We knew it was going to take a lot to eliminate each and every guy, but I didn't
What is
think it
Elias
was.
thinking?
You can't.
What the hell is Elias thinking about? Oh, my God.
Dude, you're not done.
Too much weight.
I think he's going to pay for that.
Yeah.
Power slam. Covered by Strowman. Elias eliminated.
Bye-bye.
Eliminate two people
Has
over.
been eliminated.
Well, it was a mistake on Elias's part, trying to get Braun Strowman up on his shoulders. It was too much weight, too strong, and he paid the price.
Strowman has now eliminated the two men in this match so far.
So now there are 5.
Well, the other superstars had the right idea, ganging up on Braun Strowman for a period of time, but Braun is just unstoppable right now.
Well, Corey, they better do it again.
I don't care who you intend on teaming up with. There's 4 other men flat on their backs right now, courtesy of the monster.
Now Strowman and Reigns. I think Strowman's on a mission to eliminate every single person in this match.
Well, there's winning, and then there are ways of winning.
You add the big dog to the pile. Strowman looking for the running power slam on Roman Reigns. But oh man!
Rollins drilled Roman with that knee.
Well, Balor just drilled Strowman. Cena now perched top rope. John Cena launching himself, caught by the monster among men. Cena headed by the power slam. Strowman eliminated.
What?
John Cena has been eliminated.
Yeah, that is.
Braun
Here's
has
my
now
third
eliminated
one.
3 men, and guys,
Okay,
disappointment
no
for
Undertaker,
Cena.
Bing dong.
No clear
Okay,
path for
that's
John
fine.
to WrestleMania.
He thought
Now you
that the move up the
That-
top rope was the calculated
And
risk.
Finn.
It wasn't,
And
and
Finn,
yet again, another man
Yeah,
pays
that's
the
4.
price,
Yeah, he
courtesy
eliminated 3.
Braun Strowman
Now
in those
there's
hands.
4.
First it was the
And
Miz.
then there were 4.
Can't imagine the
Yeah,
disappointment
first was the Miz,
going through the head
second
right now,
was
guys, from John Cena.
Elias,
And then
the
there was
third,
John Cena.
John Cena. That's the opportunity for
Let's go back
WWE
check now
Universal
what's happening.
Championship.
Down to 4 men. Reigns, Rollins, Balor, Braun.
Braun asking the other competitors, who wants these hands?
I didn't see anybody raise their hand.
Well, the big dog stepped up.
And he paid for it all right. And so did Rollins.
He just comes up and he's like, yo, bro, let me talk to you. Whoa.
He loves to talk. Really starting to come into his own.
You got to give Balor credit for standing up to Strowman face to face. Look at Finn fight back. Look at Balor go.
Balor definitely with a speed advantage, but Finn's going to have to avoid the grip of Strowman.
Yeah, try to neutralize Strowman. Use your speed. Make Braun make a mistake. Running kick caught him in the ear.
Balor once again headed up top.
Uh-oh. And he's coming down hard, I believe. Raiders going to the running power slam again. Balor, though, drives Strowman to the corner.
Braun still on his feet. And a second drop kick takes the monster to a knee.
Oh,
Love the
into a
pace, love
knee,
the quickness,
dude.
love Finn
Oh,
Balor's
dude.
game plan right now.
Balor,
Oh.
Is that it?
to eliminate Braun Strowman with a kick out of two.
No one has been able to solve Braun Strowman to this point. We've seen Strowman kick out of an AA, a spear.
Oh.
And I would have considered that an upset at this point of the match.
Night, night. Or
Balor answers with an overhead kick. Takes down Rollins. Up goes Seth. 1916.
please kick, please kick. Thank you.
Balor up to 1916, driving Seth Rollins
Reigns. Uh-oh. And now Roman Reigns misses wildly. Slick play by Balor. How impressive is Finn been?
Incredibly.
Roman, oh, he hit hard. Roman hit the top turnbuckle hard. Back of his neck. Roman may be out. Roman may be stunned. Finn Balor looking to take out the big dog.
There it is. The extraordinary man who does extraordinary
And
things.
this will be lucky number 4.
Strowman.
Just got power slam.
4.
Damn it.
4 eliminated.
Finn Balor has been eliminated.
That was
Strowman
against
is eliminated. Miz, Elias, Cena, and Finn.
And it's not
No,
often that
Seth-
Roman Reigns can thank Braun Strowman, but right there, that's exactly what he should do.
Remember,
Yeah.
that's what I said.
I still got my 2 boys.
That's what I said. Braun Strowman and Seth
Now
Rollins.
Braun's trying to figure
I still
out
got Seth Rollins and
what's the
Reigns.
game
That's
plan
who I
now with
vote
just
for.
3 men left.
Then Roman's gonna get
Watch
out.
the
but
coup de
he-
grace here.
They're
Right here,
saying
I
Roman
believe
Reigns
that
is
Balor
gonna
is
win
going to
tonight.
eliminate Roman
I
Cole.
hope he doesn't.
Balor got every bit of the coup de grace,
he's
but the
not going
monster
to,
among
because-
men
Yeah, I
from
know.
behind to
Braun Strowman.
scoop Balor up and dashed Finn's hopes of facing the beast at
I
WrestleMania.
think this is the greatest performance in Elimination Chamber history when it comes to eliminations. Well, because Braun Strowman's eliminated 4 men tonight in the same match. Miz, Elias, Cena, and Balor. And now the Shield brothers of Reigns and Rollins need to try to join forces to take out the big man. To leave it to Reigns and Rollins to go to Mania.
Yeah, I think they realize exactly what they have to do.
You saw the fist bump between Rollins and Reigns. Obviously, a united front isn't going to be enough to topple
it?
Strowman.
He just don't know what to do.